We start with continuing coverage of the deadly mass shooting in Southern California. This just into our newsroom. We now know the name of one of the victims. Mai Nan is believed to be the first person killed in this senseless act of violence. Her family says she loved to spend her weekends at that dance studio. Meanwhile, community members and the rest of the country are now grappling with this violence.
Just the sound of gunfire just is terrorizing in such a lovely community as Monterey Park, where people are just loving, and the Lunar Festival's going on. And
you have 10 unresponsive inside, and you have 2 that are still in critical condition and breathing.
Everybody's waiting. It's 10 hours. So where is gunman?
This shooting brings up questions about all our laws pertaining to gun safety.
It's definitely a wake-up call that many can do more, certainly California included, but other states as well, and the federal government.
Well, it all happened Saturday at a ballroom dance studio called Star Dance. And then 20 minutes later, the suspect made his way to a second dance studio in Alhambra. Now there he was confronted by 26-year-old Brandon Say, who is speaking out on that night's events.
He didn't seem like he was here for any money. He wasn't here to rob us. It seemed like he was looking for targets, people to harm. When I got the courage, I lunged at him with both my hands, grabbed the weapon. Finally, at one point, I was able to pull the gun away from him, intimidate him, shout at him and say, "Get the hell out of here. I'll shoot. Get away. Go."
All right, so SWAT teams later surrounded this white van about 30 miles from where the gunman first opened fire. ABC 10 has sent several crews to Southern California to bring the very latest information.
Let's check in with Monica Coleman, who is live in Monterey Park right now, and she spoke to community members. Monica, what update can you give us this morning?
Conchetta, while there's still a lot of unknowns when it comes to the gunman's motive, but multiple families are getting that dreadful call from the coroner's office, letting them know their loved one is one of the 10 victims.
One step at a time, the town of Monterey Park begins the long journey to healing.
My wife told me that we're marked now as a city that's part of these tragedies. It's I guess we're joining the count, but it's sad. It's not a number you want to be part of.
After a 72-year-old gunman shot and killed 10 people, wounding 10 others after a Lunar New Year celebration. Guillermo Cruz drops to his knees at a Grover Memorial site, unable to hold back tears.
It's tragically that it had to be a senior that did this. I work with seniors. I've been working with them for about 15 years, and I see how abandoned they are, how alone, and it's an unfortunate situation here, but yeah, that bothers me too, that it was a senior.
This morning, we now know the name of one of those slain by the gunman, Mai Nan. Her family saying she was the first person shot. Going on to say in a statement, Mai was 65 years old. If you knew her warm smile and kindness was contagious. She was a loving aunt, sister, daughter, and friend.
Some people are no longer here. It's a tragic situation that our world is coming to. I think everybody should have been happy COVID was over, but it seems like all these tragedies are happening over after COVID.
2 days after the mass shooting, authorities continue to investigate the gunman's motive. The mayor of Monterey Park, Henry Lowe, says mental health resources are needed for his people.
Mental health exists in all communities, but I will say that probably especially in multicultural communities of color, oftentimes access to meaningful mental health services as well as health and wellness services, it's always a challenge. And again, I don't know the motive of the gunman. Was an issue of mental health issues? Who knows? But definitely, it does probably raise awareness.
1 foot at a time, step by step. Cruz says the days will get better, but they may never be the same.
The healing process is what I'm doing, walking and talking to people. You can't keep it in, so I encourage people to talk.
encouraging people to keep talking and to heal through this pain. Governor Gavin Newsom is here in Monterey Park, and he has promised city leaders that there will be state resources for those who have been impacted by this shooting. The district attorney also shared that there will be victim support resources as well. Back to you.
Monica Coleman is live in Monterey Park. Monica, thank you. Right now, President Biden is ordering flags at half staff across the country to honor all the victims.
And it's not just for today. Flags will remain at half staff until Thursday at sundown as a mark of respect for the victims of the senseless act of violence.